So, today I will show you my workflow of how I do character sketches or like commissions and stuff like that. I start out with a very rough kind of basic sketch with big shapes, and then I start very quickly to add too many details. That's what I do. All this is like from a brief that I got from the person who commissioned me. So I have a very rough description of what this character looked like, what their personality is like, and stuff like that. And then I base my sketch off of that. I gave him that very rough sketch for feedback, and he had some minor changes, like the brim of his hat was different, for instance, and he didn't want to have this ponytail-ish kind of situation happening. And then I go in and I take some reference pictures of myself, usually posing for this character in this case, so I have something to refer to as, reference material. That's what it's for. And then I search for some more reference material, because sometimes you just gotta put all the reference material in there. And once I'm happy with my initial posing and the sketch everything, I go and add the line art that will be the final kind of style. So this is still a very rough style. You can see that I work zoomed out of the canvas a lot, so I don't zoom in very much. I try to stay loose and just let the lines flow. It's like a bit more like when I'm working on paper. So I just try to, not overthink it and not get too nitpicky about all my lines. And then I feel a bit more free. You can also see that I'm flipping my canvas a lot. This helps me to kind of refresh my eye and see if there's any major problems in his anatomy or in his face or whatever. Sometimes it's just helpful to kind of reboot your eye basically and see if something is off or not working well. Once I'm happy with my line art, I add one flat color and I adjust the color of the lines a little bit. And then I lock the color that I laid in here. That means I can draw over the lines of what's already filled. That's just, I don't know, it's just a fun workflow. It's neat. I like it. I like to work like this. So, and then I start adding the so-called local colors. So the actual color of the object without too much light in, taking light into consideration. That's not a part of this process right now. Right now I'm just determining, okay, this one is white, this is red, this is also red, and this is a different color of red. And once I've done that, I start to add a little bit of kind of variation and discoloration here and there. You can see I added it to the nose and the knuckles. They're all a little bit more red because the skin there is a bit thinner, or there's a lot more blood flowing through there, so it's getting a bit of a tint. I'm now starting to add details, and as you can see, I decided to have that part of the robe that's in front and on the sleeves to be kind of a shiny satin material, and I wanted it to have a little bit of an extra vibe, so I put this a very simple pattern that I just created on a new layer on top, and I kind of transform it so it wraps around the shape a little bit. And I just have that on a different layer and change the mode of that layer so it's like integrated into the fabric. And then I start to add some nice golden stitching details on the robes and some more details in the face. And now here you can see I am working with something that I already made for the friend that I'm making this commission for. Because this mage is actually a gourmet arcana specialist. So basically a food mage. So all of these runes are based off of utensils from a kitchen or food items and stuff like that. And he actually used these a while ago already. I made these. He used these in his like actual clothing, because he basically cosplayed this character for a live action role playing game. It's his live action role playing character that he now wanted like iteration on made by me, which is really amazing. So I took these runes and made them as like embroidery on his robes, like golden stitching. And now I'm going in and adding some more shadows, like and details like eyes. And then the last step, I basically copy everything that I see of the character and put it there. And then I draw on top of that and add like details, like on the brim, you can see some sort of a reflective light, just to put that a little bit into the background. And then I add some more like little hairs on his beard and stuff like that. And once I'm happy with the final coloring and everything and the details, I go in and add some adjustment layers, like color adjustments and the layer, like the levels. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and maybe you learned something. And until next time.